Hello everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods 10. We are back. Last episode, we set up this guy. Oh yeah, there is lava in it. It's just, I guess, my specific shaders. They're probably outdated, to be fair. Sadly, do not show what we want in here, which is the lava. Normally you can see the liquid in there. You know what? I swear we saw it when it started filling, like at the bottom. I don't know, being a little bit weird. But we set up this guy. This is a Productive Metalworks Foundry. Looks suspiciously similar to other things we've seen in the past. Tinker's Construct, but cool. It's very cool. So what did we do last episode mainly? Because we did that, but that was to get our hands on it's not in here, but it's in my inventory. And all the Modium B, and beyond that, very high productivity. Ha ha ha, I say. Because of course I do. Let me just, oh god. I saw my audio spike and I'm like, oh, I hope my audio filters are working. Give me a second. Alright, we should be good. If the audio was horrible, unlucky. Okay, cool. So what are we doing then? In order for this Oldemodium B to be useful, it needs a block of Oldemodium. We don't have a block of Oldemodium. That's where we're at. So, I hear you say, what's the plan? The plan is to make the bee obsolete in order to fund the bee itself. Now, look, there's a chance that like the digital miner can do it, right? And there's a chance we've got it set up somewhere, and there's a chance that it can blah 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 blah. Kinda doesn't matter. I could go look for it. Do we have like all the Modium site? We do. Okay. We even have a charm that we could make. Okay, I like the sound of this as well. So that's, you know, we might be able to go and just get all the Modium. If this is easy to do, I'll do it. Otherwise, we're going to be laser drilling, and I do have an idea for a laser drill that either will happen this episode or it will happen, like, you know, in the future. But, okay, all the Modium site. This allows us to see all the Modium through the wall, so it's like X-ray for whatever resource. It is made from mundane potions, sure, and calcinated all the Modium oresite powder. This is made out of all the Modium oresite powder. This is made out of raw all the Modium ore, which we do not have. Ender powder, glowstone dust, redstone dust. That stuff's all of that's easy except for the ore. We don't have an ore. We have an ingot. And oh. Do I need a pickaxe? But we've just used our pickaxe. We've just used our all the Modium to make the thing. I don't think we have enough for a pickaxe. Oh, I've really messed up here. This is horrible. We have to go manually mine some all the Modium. Man, I've really messed this one up. I did like the one option that where I just have nothing to show for myself. Okay, cool. Let's double check. So all the Modium. Yeah, we have a singular ingot. I don't think I can turn that into a pickaxe. Where are we? Unless magically, oh, I was like, there's a smallest. Oh, it's awesome. We can totally. Oh, we can do that. Oh, easy. Consider it done. So now the problem is we do need. I know I keep searching all the Modium, but we need this guy, the all the Modium smithing template. Now to make it, once we have one, it doesn't cost all the Modium. That's a win. It does say it's found in suspicious clay in ancient cities. We can go there, and we just need to brush up some ancient clay that looks like clay, but it's ancient. Okay, sure. So, we need our brush. It has 64 durability. That should be plenty. It is nighttime, but that shouldn't matter because we're going into an ancient city. Not ancient debris. Not bedrock. You know what it probably is? It's probably... Dun 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 dun. This guy. Okay, so I have no memory on how to use this. All my keybinds are probably wrong. Let's have a look. Let's do just dire things. Tool ability is currently keypad 6. Tool settings UI. I think I'm just gonna bind it to my button. Yeah. Now when I hold it, it doesn't work. So that's good. You know, I like that. When I tap it, it doesn't do it either. Just for those of you playing along at home. Okay. I will leave it as 6. So now if I hold 6, okay. I don't know why that worked. Maybe because, it's probably because the button on my mouse is also like natively a back button, like on the PC. So it's probably like opening this and then essentially pressing like escape. Yeah, that'd be what it's doing. Alright, well, you live and you learn. Okay, so we should have Ancient City is so hard to read, it flipped. So this guy, I should be able to do that. Should be able to head through. Ta-da! And here we are. Now we can fly here. We have our brush. We don't have night vision. I don't remember. Did we have... I really felt like we had night vision in some capacity. But we just don't. Like, I thought we had the goggles. But we either don't, or I've disabled them or something. Hunter belt. Fire ward. Shock pendant. Hunter belt. Okay. +1 level to slow. Interesting. I don't remember any of this. It's like a whole new world. Okay, we don't have that there. Inside here, we have a glove. We have magma walker. We have blazing stuff. We don't have... I'm locking in. We don't have night vision. Okay, that's fine. And then we just don't in the system either. Ah, okay. Well, look. I mean, do we have anything else? I could have made a potion, I guess, and made a charm and use that. It's fine. Look, I'll be able to find it. I'll grab a torch or something and chuck it in my offhand for you guys. Look, don't say I never did anything for you. Look at how helpful that is. All right, so yeah, we're looking for clay. That's pretty much the main thing, is look for clay and then brush it. Now, there is a chance that someone else has come here and brushed all of our suspicious clay. That's definitely on the table of things that could happen. And we're just going to hope that it didn't. Now, I remember it being along a pathway. Like the entrance one, which I think is this one here. I think this big area here is like technically the like entrance. I'll tell you what, I'll look around. I'll try to find it. I just, look, I don't like finding stuff off camera. I just don't. I'd much rather like stumble upon it with you guys. Like this. That's clay. Is this suspicious? It doesn't actually say. I thought it would say, but I think it is. I think you can sort of see like the middle of it looks a lot darker than the rest. Yeah, okay. And so is that just the thing? Okay, fine. That was a... Yep. There we go. All right, let's go home. I thought much like every other time we're looking for something, that was going to be horrific. And yet, that was really easy. Cool. All right, so first things first, let's go ahead and duplicate this guy. Because obviously, we don't want to accidentally get rid of it all. All the modium. Cool. We obviously want a pickaxe. Now, this is pretty much me saying, hey, we're going to be using a laser drill in case you hadn't quite caught on yet. So we want... Well, this is another problem. Did we really use all the netherite templates? Because surely we had one. Did we not have one? Alright, well this is a problem. Because now I need to go into like a Bastion or something, right? I swear! Am I crazy? Do we have a smithing table somewhere that just is like holding... Like it maintains resource... No? Isn't it called... Yeah, this guy. It's like red and blue. Red and blue. No. No. Okay. Well, that's what we call a problem. That's genuinely a problem. We could ritual it. Is that what we were going to do? I mean, that... What is this? Abras Commanding Conjure. Let's search at... what's it called? Occultism. We want this guy, I think. I thought it was called something else. Yeah, no, that's not it. We want, like, the spirit. There's, like, a spirit dictionary, isn't there? Yeah, this guy. Alright, let me have a look. So... smithing. We want this thing. I'll bookmark it this time. And if we wanted to make it, it would be Abras Commanding Conjure, and we'd sacrifice a pig, and you'd get a Hoglin, and I guess you'd kill... Possess Hoglin has a chance to drop something in... Oh, cool! We might be able to swab him as well, possibly. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe like we can mob trap him? Well, yeah, it's fine. Abras Commanding Conjure. So we go in here. These are the pentacles. It might be a summoning ritual that we want. But it's going to, like, sort of... Well, I guess we can't see it in here. So maybe not. But regardless, what's that? I think it'll be in here. Now, if we just look through, and we're looking for Abra's. Abra's open commanding conjure. Abra's commanding conjure. I think that's the one we wanted, right? Let me have a look at what we've got. Now look, I don't think we've built this thing. So I'll just like place it here. Just like the template for it. It'll be red. Okay, what's this? Yeah, so red, orange, yellow. That kind of looks like green, white, and grey or black maybe. We haven't even gotten purple. I think we were doing a different ritual thing and I'd forgotten. We don't, I mean, red chalk. Okay, impure red chalk. Let me just, like, if I can just make it, a fruit essence and a torch flower. We don't have a torch flower. Never seen that before in my life. We would have to do an open conjure, sacrifice a cow with resources that I can probably make to get the Ifrit, to get the essence. Sure. Let's say red chalk, sure. Yellow chalk, why am I typing? Just type chalk. Yellow chalk, gold, done. And we've already got it even. Orange chalk. All we're missing is cursed honey. So I would place honey stuff in, kill a chicken, get a bee. We can do that. That feels doable. But we need a new ritual for this, and that needs like an Eldritch chalice. I think that's what that's saying. So we looked at red. What's this one? It's like, I think it's lime. I don't think it's even green, right? Wait, can I see? I might be able to see. Yeah, it is lime. It says at the top of the screen. So lime would be slime ball. No, emerald dust. We can do that. Research fragment thingy. So a different ritual with some bottles of enchanting. We might be able to do that. Or, what is it? I just go into like a Bastion. I think I read a comment like just 2 seconds ago. Let me try and track that down without playing audio into your ears. I played a little bit. I replied to a comment and somebody meant... Okay. James Rodriguez hit us with smithing upgrades have a 25% chance of showing up in a normal Bastion loot chest and a 109% chance in treasure Bastion loot chests. Cool. Okay. They always appear in the main treasure chest. Look for the type of Bastion with large strips of lava vats. Yeah. Okay. Underneath a walkway that leads to a big enclosed room. At the bottom of that room is a big cube of gold blocks. And the chest in the bottom center of that room, near the gold blocks, is the one with the upgrade. Okay. Alright. Cool. Let's give that a shot. Now, did we have one in here? Ancient debris. Bedrock. Did we have one in here? I forgot. I don't remember. I'm really surprised. I thought we would have some. And we probably do. So I'm sorry that I'm still just looking for stuff. Alright. Not a clue. We're just going to jump in here. Do we have compass in here? Am I smart? Survey says dumb. You win some, you lose some. Alright. We need structure compass, actually. Or explorer's compass. There we go. That will help us dearly. Cool. Jump in the nether. Alright. Explorer's compass. Bada bing, bada boom. We want a Bastion. We want a Bastion remnant. Okay. We're going to search. It is 300 blocks that way. So we'll just quickly head there. Now, again, this is one that's probably been looted. I'm just hoping it hasn't been looted by us. Because if it hasn't been looted by us, the chest is a loot chest. So it should be openable. Normally, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, the thing at the top I can probably just... Can I just like... There we go. It was annoying me. What's this stuff? Cobalt Nilium. Nilium. Alright, small tunnel. Bump. Oh. Bump. I'll meet you there. I'm just going to be running for a bit. Alrighty, this is a Bastion. Does this have lava strips? We've also looted it. I saw some loot chests, yeah. Okay, I don't think it does. Oh, bork bork. Dog barking. What am I? I was trapped. Alright, this one doesn't have the lava strips, so I think we keep looking. Right? Okay. That would just bark, 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 bark. I don't think there was anything that they were barking at, but I went and checked. Because they ramped it up a gear. Oh! That is why, listen, that is why loot chests are the best. It still says not generated yet. Huh? You said, listen, hey, hands up. Hands up. You saw that it was yellow. Okay, hands up. Look, I promise. Oh. What else we got? Soul speed, don't care. Game frozen, wonderful. Nope, we're back. Oh, it's because I did chests. I did achievements. With a copper, blah, blah, blah. Wall of fire, blah, blah, blah. Netherwood. Oh, yeah, sure. Block of iron. What are the chances? I swear, this must have been the one I looked through so much. Right? Because, like, look, all of these are caught. All of these are caught. I quote-unquote leave to check on the quote-unquote dogs. I come back and it's in the most obvious... Wow, what can I say, guys? You know, I'm something of a Minecrafter. You know? Look, I will say... Open your... okay, sure. Sure. What I was gonna say? I was gonna say something about the Minecraft movie, and that it spawned that chest for me. Well, yeah. I mean, we got what we wanted. I just feel almost guilty finding it. I feel suspicious. I feel like I'm being accused. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, duh. I mean, of course, it was just in a little loot chest there. Alrighty, well, don't mind if I do. Alright, first things first, duplicate this thing, like, quite a few times. What I will do as well is I will use one, and then same with all the modium, I'm going to keep one in my backpack as, like, emergency backup, so that if we auto-craft something somehow, it doesn't just, they're all gone. Yeah? Cool. So, I think we're just good to go. So let's search pickaxe. This has been an eventful episode, and yet we've done nothing. We need smithing. So first things first is netherite. Ta-da. Very nice. Second thing second is an all-the-modium pickaxe. As simple as that. Wow. Okay. Yeah. There we go. An all-the-modium pickaxe. Now this guy, he's fast. And he's unbreakable. So if I put him in any of those machines, assuming they allow him to work, he won't take damage. He won't break. It'll just be infinite thingy thing, which is pretty cool. What we want it for, though, is obviously those laser drills. And look, I'll tell you what my idea is prior to doing it, just to get you excited. I think we try to see if this if the swapper can move the entire machine with its upgrades into different dimensions. Can you fathom? Can you imagine? How phenomenal. That would be pretty cool, genuinely. Yeah, because then we could just have one fully built, and then just like move it between dimensions like every minute, you know, or something like that, like to get all the resources. Look, it won't be as good as having 3, but we'll get all the resources from all the dimensions without blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Because like... that one wanted to be in the deep dark, for example. So, like, I could move it into the deep dark until we get enough all the modium, then just have it stay in the overworld or have it stay, you know, somewhere. Like, yeah. Alright. I coughed. It happened. Deal with it. Alright. What do we actually need to do here? So, we need lasers. We're gonna need so much stuff. Laser ore base, laser drill. Like, we're probably not even setting them up today. We'll probably just set up everything we need for them. And we're going to need a lens. So first and foremost, we need a laser base. This is going to be the difficult one. Diamond pickaxe, we can do that. Plastic, we don't have. However, there are 2 plastics listed. Let's see which one's the easiest to do. So, it looks like molten plastic, we can turn into plastic sheets. Molten plastic, we would get from biodiesel or LPG with charcoal or coal. Cool. Otherwise, oh, you can fluid alloy it together. You could melt plastic if you just magically had plastic. Okay, so coal, we know how to get that. LPG and biofuel, let's see which ones, or biodiesel, sorry. Are either of these really easy? So this one would be a refinery controller. With refinery outputs, you would need 4 in order to get the LPG, which is the top tier of the little tower you'd make. I think that's how that works. And then you'd need oil. So we'd go get some crude oil, do that. That is fun because we oil, you know. Otherwise, and then like you can turn gasoline. So one of the byproducts is gasoline. You can turn gasoline into LPG as well. You will need heat, but we can do that. We can do that with electricity. Cool. So LPG is pretty easy, to be honest. Assuming, of course, that these aren't that bad to make. I think it would just be compressed iron, which is blowing up iron. We've got so much iron. That's so easy. Otherwise, it would be biodiesel. This would be a fluid mixer with ethanol and vegetable. I already don't want to. I just don't want to. I think LPG will be the play if we do that. Alternatively, plastic bees. But genuinely, like that's honestly not a horrible idea. You probably need plastic to make them. But if you can skip everything else, lumber and resin, and I can just, ta-da! That's so good. That's genuinely so good. We don't have to plastic at all. Lumber. So we need a lumber bee. That's problem number 1. And then, we need a resin bee. That's kind of problem number 2. But, you know, this bee spawns in spruce nest. Cool. This bee solidarity and found living alone in nests around the everywhere. Cool. Okay. Lumber bee. Also pretty cool. So a lumber bee is made out of yellow carpenter bee and green carpenter bee. If we just search carpenter, we have neither. Green carpenter bee comes from... Does it come from a spruce nest as well? Because that'll make my job easier. No. It comes from everything but that. Sure. So we'll just get an oak nest. That's fine. So that's the green carpenter bee. The yellow carpenter bee. This guy, you can also get from an oak nest. Ta-da, I say. So, first things first. What's this? Let's search nest. Oh, that's not how you spell nest. Alright, we've got a bunch from our farms. So we've actually already got oak nests. And we've actually already got spruce nests as well. Sure. Yep. And then we go honey tree. Now for these, we will grab, here, we can probably clean up a little bit, surely. Surely a little bit of a cleanup. Put that stuff away, put that away, put that away, that away, that away. That away, that away, yeah, whatever. That's fine. Cool. And so yeah, we need honey treats. We probably want 2 stacks just so that we can speed them up both. We definitely want cages. Ideally, we could probably just have like the catcher do it, but... Alright, we'll come over here. We've obviously got some nests here, so I'm going to place you and place you. Oh! Okay. Oh, and this guy has a carpet. Oh my god. Alright, let's... What? I opened up Copilot by pressing something. Okay. There's a chance that he gets angry at me, so I think you do. Ta-da! And there we go. We have them both. Alright, cool. But... Wait, so what do we have? We have green carpenter. We have yellow carpenter. But to get the resin, we need a spruce tree. We need a spruce nest again. Oh, or... Hold on. Spruce... Yellow carpenter, yellow carpenter, yellow carpenter, empty. Ah, you know what I mean? Like there was a chance that I just had them. Can you imagine the world? Cool. So, sploom. Each time you right click this, the cooldown is lowered by a percentage. So as you get closer to the single digits, it becomes a lot less useful. But when you're rich, it kind of doesn't matter. As you just saw. What do we get? That was yellow carpenter. Cool. Not what we want. Alright. There we go. We've got... Listen. Got plenty of honey. Okay? We get it down to like 3 seconds again. Get ready. And... Yellow carpenter. Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Am I happy about this? Not particularly. Let's also order 1,000. We cannot afford 1,000. How do we get this? Hold on. Everyone freeze. Honey treat. I can make with like honey bottles. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that there was a different way. But if you go in the Bumble Zone, you can just mine that stuff and it's so easy to get. Which is what we've pretty much been using. Alright, come on, resin. That looks like a resin bee to me. Perfect. Okay, so let's head on in here. Alrighty, you two can come here. So the first thing we want to do is yellow carpenter and green carpenter. The rest of these, so this yellow carpenter can go away. We now need poppies. There we go. We'll grab 2 stacks. Got some stuff in there. So what we want to do is make just 1 for now. That gives us a lumber bee. Oh, it's gone. We can put the green carpenter, the yellow carpenter away. We search lumber. Perfect. We now want to combine the lumber and the resin. Like so. It doesn't take poppies. Okay. We are going to reconsult this. So we want plastic. It does say flour. Do the thing then, sir. Oh! The lumber bee was just made, so I actually need to do this. Lumber bee? That is it's so fast. Listen, if you guys remember either playing or watching me play the previous mod packs, man, this was the worst part. You pretty much had to do things in such bulk. Like you'd have like 10 breeding chambers, 10 incubators, and like, oh my god, and you just have to wait, and you'd use your time wand or your time in a bottle at the time. Time word of the day. Man, what a time to be alive. Look at that. It's so fast. Okay, so we just have plastic bee. yeah, we got plastic bee. That is so good. Oh, no, it's not. I just realized plastic bee needs flour. No. Okay, look, I need to remember, you need the thing. It's still, I'll tell you what, I don't care. It's still pretty cool. So we got plastic bee. Awesome. You will be going in here. So chill out. We'll get some stuff ready for you. So I just need plastic now. I just need some form of plastic. To confirm, either plastic is available. This plastic, aside from bees, you can get it from dry rubber. Dry rubber you can get from rubber essence. Alternatively, you get it from a latex processing unit. Probably the easy play. Just to get one. We just need one. So we don't actually have to set up a massive, normal, annoying thing. We just need one. So we need latex processor. We go craft that thingy. We then need a pity machine. Easy to make. Just a blah, blah, blah recipe. Boom. We have this. We then need log. In the perfect world, you would use acacia. Acacia logs give you the most stuff, as far as I'm aware. By stuff, I mean latex. We really don't want this to be on 24/7, so we'll place this here. No, that's not what we want. Hold on. We want this, but then we also want, what's the other thing called? It's called a extractor? A fluid extractor. This guy. So we need another pity machine frame. We need a light-weighted pressure plate made out of gold. We need this. Bunch of cobble and pistons and stuff. And so this guy's what we want. So this guy will go here. Nope. He places the opposite way than I thought. He can sit there. We place a log. He begins eating. Now, if we were to get him an ender gate, which apparently we don't have made. Can I just make one? No. Ender pearls. Alright. Oh, wait. No, I was on the right screen. Yeah. Yeah, please. Can I just please one ender gate, please? It'll take a few seconds. Just a couple. It'll only take it. There we go. One ender gate, please. We'll place that there. That makes it faster. So once this processes, it'll be faster the next time. There you go. See, it doesn't fill the whole way up. And this gets us latex. Now, what we want to do is click on latex here. And we want to have it pushed to the right. Nope, because I placed it the other way around. We want it to push to the left, technically, because I guess technically, you know what I mean. It's going in there. Now, this guy, because we are strapped for stuff, we probably just want to put it into a wireless block charger. To be quite frank with you, everything needs stuff. To be fair, like, how much do I need, really? you know? Because I might be able to just like power this guy once and then just chuck this back on here. We only need one. We just need one. Now I do have time in a thing. Oh yeah, here we go. I do have time in a thing, so... Dun, 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 dun. This guy... Yum, 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 yum. Making yum, 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 yum. I don't know how much it needs. I would have thought it had enough. There you go. Cat jammies. Functional storage. Fun stuff. Boom. So... What? Oh, it needs water as well. That makes sense. We'll just chuck a bucket in. There you go. Look at that. Look at this. So, like, look, listen. This setup to make plastic, not that difficult. But if I had a bee, how cool would that be? Sure, guys. Guys, come on. Bees. Everyone loves bees. Alright, so now we got plastic. We don't need a plastic block or anything. Apparently, we just chuck this guy in and he's good to go. Now, I'll chuck in speed upgrades and stuff. Once again, you guys probably can't see much at the moment, but I do apologize. Chuck that in. He's now like, yeah, whoa. Oh, but he's actually not, yeah, woo. Hold on. Sorry, we do want the plastic bee. We definitely want the ancient bee. I don't know what other bee was in there, but he didn't have a thing for him anyway. But both of these guys, I mean, hey, what are we doing, guys? Let's make these productive. Let's make these, honey treated. Did I use it? No, here it is. Honey treat, cool. Cool. Speaking of cool, can we run this some more? These are our very high productivity farms that we have going. They fill up in here, and then they go into here, and stuff happens. So I do that, for example. This guy fills up. We take one out. He starts sorting. I try to put one back in. And some of these gene samples at some point should be very high productivity. Ideally, more than one, like this. Perfect. Pow. Nope. This, that. There we go. We've got our second one. Cool. I will make an extra one. Okay. Relax. Ancient bee. Plastic bee. I place you. I do that. I pick you up. I place you. I do that. I pick you up. Perfect. So these guys are now very productive. So they should do a lot better. I'll sleep. It's okay. Relax. I'll automate daytime in one of these episodes. Trust me. Everything will be fine. And we'll chuck in ancient bee and plastic bee. And then I will search speed. I will attempt to make some speedier upgrades. But we do need another nether star. So I'll chuck this guy in. No. Okay, so you can't even put it in. I noticed it said twice as good as the other one, except in hives. I thought it was just like maybe a little bit better in hives. But you can't even put it in. Cool. I mean, that does help. Now we know. We'll chuck in 2 speed upgrades. Better than nothing. We will search productivity. And we do actually have 2 of these. Which I'd kind of prefer in there. Okay. Now, upgrading those. How difficult? Not that difficult. Just nether stars again. Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. Wait. No. Let's not get too distracted. What are we doing? We just want plastic. So, there we go. We've gotten plastic. That's essentially what I wanted. So then what are we going to do? Like, genuinely, what are we doing? This guy here has speed upgrades with 1 speedier upgrade. I'll be honest, I think I can just put in plastic combs because the speed upgrades are so good. You know what I mean? This can be 4. We'll see. There we go. Awesome. So we'll search speed again. And so like, I mean, it's already done, but like I can replace that. It'll be even faster, you know? Okay, so now, if we search plastic, ta-da! How cool is that? So, in terms of this, we have the plastic. All right, now let's try to make some of this other stuff, just so that we've got it. Diamond gears, done. We need iron ore, so I'm gonna have to go silk touch. We will need pink slime. You get pink slime from a pink. Okay, hold on, guys, everyone relax. Let's bookmark this guy. Slimy bee, a pink slime. So you need a pink slime regardless, but then you've got it forever. So this is again one thing where I just make this machine. I just get 300 millibuckets of pink slime, and we're done. the bee, no, how do you get the comb? How do you... He just does flowers? Wow. What a world. Wait, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay. Cool, and then that gives us pink slime, liquid. Cool. Okay. Okay, but I will need a slimy bee, but you just get that from a slimy nest and a honey tree, and you get that from making a nest, which you get from doing just that, and you put a sword in. Okay, we're doing it. Let me just make sure I don't have a slimy bee. We don't. Let's get a sword. You know what? I don't remember what sword it needs. It is an iron sword. Alright, cool. Iron sword. Slimy nest. Cool. Was there any biome specifically? No, it just says slimy nest. Okay. We'll pretend that's fine. We still do need pink slime. A little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit, guys. Which means we need a dissolution chamber, which is going to be this guy. Pity machine frame. Ta-da. The rest of that stuff. We'll need our replacement diamond gear. That's fine. Okay. The dissolution chamber will turn pink slime liquid into pink slime orb with a glass pane. But to get pink slime, we need... I'm really trying to cheese it, right? Try something new. Yeah, we're going to need this guy, a mob slaughter factory, which we can also make. You know, it's on the menu. This guy will need some tools. So 2 of those, for example. 2 axes. That's another example, you know, maybe like a golden gear. Yeah, we can do that. Another little pea machine. I should probably make a few of these, right? There we go. Alright, we get this. Cool, everyone's happy. Now, this guy needs to slaughter mobs. So, assuming I didn't already have one down here and I just forgot. Yeah, we just have a mob masher down here. We do have a dim tank and stuff. But again, I'm trying to really cheese this. Now, ideally, I don't want them to get hit by that. If I place this guy down, he faces that direction. If I do show working area, he only works in that area. What we want to give it is a range add-on. Honestly, any, but they sort of, if you have a look at them all, they just changed their ingredient, and the best one is 12, and it uses emeralds. It's a bit overkill, I will say, but like, yeah. So, dissolution chamber. We need liquid latex. Okay. I'm really just making a mess, aren't I? So this guy's got latex in him. Can I push that latex into there? I can. Cool. Alright, cool. Now stop. Okay. So we've got latex in here. We will... This feels dumb, but I'm automating stuff. It's just not using these machines, right? So like, please, spare me. Okay, I'm going to do just a small upgrade. So we'll probably just do this. So copper, glass pane, redstone. So copper, we want, I don't know, some of that. Glass panes. We don't have any, so, you know, we make that happen. Yep, beautiful. And then a little bit of redstone. I know there was 2 of that. So I think it was 2 of you. I think it was 2 of you, and then I think it was copper. And that guy will process 10 seconds. We can wait it. You know, that's fine. And then what? I say, and then what? Well, then I put the latex back. So fluid input, and I push it to the left. Oh, I push it to the left. Here, hold on. That was incorrect, but the fluid's out. Cool. So the latex is back in there. I'm going to take this guy with me. I'm going to take this, I'm going to take this guy with me. And because we need the pink slime, which we're going to get from down here, which will go into this. Does this guy need power? Yep. So he'll get power. Cool. He'll get range upgrade. Look at that. Does pretty good. So we'll toggle that off. You can put speed upgrades in, which make this faster. We're just probably going to turn on the thing and just hope that it goes well. Now, how do I turn on the thing, I hear you say? I don't remember. Was it happening down here? Is it just this? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. So this guy just has to land 1. Oh, we've already got liquid meat. We've got some slime. As you know, we need like 300. So, yeah. I forgot how ridiculous this setup was. But, It's doing it. Now. Yeah, I don't know. I was going to say stuff, but it doesn't really matter. So pink slime, we want to push that to the left. This guy gets pink slime. And then we just put in this. We do need to give him power, so let's do that. I just need to automate ender pearls. That's really what it's all going to lead to. Cool. There we go. So allegedly, I don't even need any more pink slime. Cool. Okay. So we'll turn that off. We'll take our slimy nest over here. Ta-da! There it is. We have stuff on us. There are no bees in this location that will move into this nest. Okay. Oh, it breaks really fast. Well, you didn't tell me that. It must be placed in a swamp. Okay, cool. So this isn't a swamp, even though it feels somewhat swampy. That might be a swamp. I don't think it is, but we'll head over just in case it might legally be a swamp. No, it's like a forest or something. So we just want a nature compass. Boom, pow, swamp, search. 1,000 blocks that way is a swamp. Have we ever been to a swamp before? Look, there's a chance, but I don't think it matters. I think we'll live. I guess we get to try out Distant Horizons a bit. So I've lowered it a little bit, but like how crazy is that? We're in all the mods 10 seeing this. I mean, like, this feels swampy, right, guys? If I keep saying things are swamps, do they become swamps? Do we have a jetpack? Here, we have a jetpack. Oh, I didn't really mean to do that. That's okay. How do I jetpack, do you think? That's the end. That's hover on. J for jetpack? No. What am I placing? I'm auraing. Wait, hold on. It just doesn't tell you. Okay. Hold on. Options, control. We gotta be quick. Category. Jetpack. And we want to toggle engine with that key. There we go. Alright. The reason I say that is because this is faster than flying. So we'll do this to get to our swamp. Really? There's a swamp that's about... Oh, wow. This is the most pathetic swamp ever. Alright, cool. So, we'll toggle that off. Fall down. I think that's just a slimy bee right there, isn't it? Yep. Okay. Cool. Well, I gave back to the community. We'll just teleport back with this. Pretty good. Pretty good. So, boom, boom, pow, boom. We have slimy bee. So then, allegedly, what we do is we go honey tree. We grab our productivity. Cool. We place, we product, we pick up. And so now we have a very high productivity slimy bee. I didn't... Listen, guys. Listen. I'm a genius, okay? You guys just don't understand the genius within. There we go. Cool. So very high productivity, pink slimy bee. And apparently we give him a flower and he'll just do. He will just do. How cool is that? All right, let's go productivity. Well, I mean, what are we trying to do? We just so pink slime is automated right now. Huh? Oh, pink slime is automated right now. This will make us the stuff. The downside is that we will get liquid as a product in here. Currently, I don't know what's happening with the liquid, to be honest with you. So that might be a problem. Oh, well, we're not getting it right now, but we will. The second we get pink slime in here, pink slime combs. Now the pink slime combs, the whole purpose of that was to make this, which is like a recipe and stuff, needs to be automated, which we will do. So what I'll do, real quick, is I know this guy's got some pink slime in him. I might regret doing this, but we'll bring him with us because we don't want that, essentially. So we want to automate this, so I'll chuck it downstairs. We're getting a lot done today. We might have a laser drill this episode. I didn't think we would, but there's a chance we do. Do I want it down here? Or do I want it up here? I think I want it up here, to be honest. I think we do this. We do that. Do I have one of these? Middle mouse? Nope. Pattern provider. Can I get 10? Thank you. Allegedly I can. Cool. So that will go there. It's online. Yay. So how much is this? 2 channels? 4 channels? Okay, that should be fine. So this guy will need power, so we will get an induction card if we can. I should automate this. I don't necessarily know why I haven't, but I haven't. We've automated those at least. Should I do it now? No, I can't be bothered. All right, we'll chuck that in. So that should provide power. Awesome. Love to see it. And then we need everything else. So the first thing we need, though, before we do everything else, is storage for this new liquid we've got. So this guy stores portal fluid. This guy's got milk. This guy's got honey. All of this coming from a cable here, which, to be honest, should be smart so we can see. 6 channels. Cool. That means there's room for another. If I middle mouse this or this, can I get another drawer? Drawer. I like these fluid drawers, to be honest. Fluid drawer. There we go. So, place him there. This guy, ideally, again, gets pink slime in him, which we don't have at the moment. And he doesn't have it at the moment. But that should be fine. If I grab storage bus, can I configure it first? I can. Awesome. And we want pink slime. So we want liquid pink slime here. And that should be good. As for priority, yep, sure. We'll say that. We'll hook it up. There we go. So this should now get pink slime when it's processed. I don't know where the fluid goes from this. I really don't know if we did something for it. No, doesn't look like it. All right, well, let's give it a shot anyway. Let's search pink comb. Here we go, pink slimy comb. Chuck this in. We'll up it to 4. And so there we go. And we've got pink slime, and it's allegedly going somewhere, and it's allegedly going into the system. That is perfect. Now, we don't have plastic. What are we getting from plastic? We're getting the sheets from plastic. But we also want it to be latex, right? Like, we want to actually get latex for recipes. So to do that, I have to... yeah, there's no way to just get it. Like, aside from setting up a machine, which I don't want to do. What about a bucket of latex? Molten latex here. Why can't I chuck plastic in the foundry? What's that about? That's not a thing? Well, that's disappointing. That means I have to use this guy. Okay. I guess the plus side is that I don't have to actually do much, if that makes sense. So, what are we doing? How much are you using? You're using 7 of 8. So we do have room for another. So we'll chuck that there. We'll grab our fluid drawer. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. You go there. Sure. We do want to storage bus you. We want you to be latex. Cool. Nothing else is in there. Perfect. We can also tell you, hey, like, really be latex. And then I just need a... Oh, wait. Also, we need void upgrades. 1 for you and 1 for you. We can probably do storage upgrades. Hey, do you remember last time when these weren't showing up? And then they were showing up? And I was like, oh, I swear they weren't showing up. What's happening? That's like like this right here. Devices online. Copper upgrade. Huh? But then if I search copper upgrade, it's here. But if I search storage upgrade, then it shows up here. But it doesn't show up here. They're not one and the same. One is not the other. That's interesting though. You don't usually see that. Okay. I'll get 4. I'll put 2 in each. And it'll go from 32 buckets to 512. Cool. Alright, and then I think I will automate it down here because it's this vibe. Like the automation for it is this sort of locations vibe. What do I mean by that? You'll see. Oh. Ugh, gravel. Alright. That's okay. Boom. Yeah. That's okay. Yep. Cool. This is disastrous, but it's okay. We're gonna pretend it's okay. Everybody relax. Cool. Can I use that? Awesome. Can I use that again? Awesome. Okay. So, under here is what we want. More specifically, oh, yeah, that's a dense. Can I pick you up, please? That's a dense smart cable. So, right here, for example, is what we want. Boom. Can I? Cool. I'm gonna lose my mind. All right. I misplaced that, if you can believe it. Okay. The fluid extractor will go there. No. The fluid extractor will go here. We will get an importer, an import bus, if you will. Automate that, cool. ME import bus. That will, believe it or not, import stuff into the system. This guy could definitely do with power. So I'll probably do that. Sure. And then we want a formation plane as well. This guy will go here. And it will be placing logs. Now, which hazel logs I don't think work. If you can believe it. Latex processing. No, can we... Come on, guys. Latex. Boom. Now, this one lists every log on the planet. And then more specific logs give you specific amounts. Like dark oak's pretty good. Obviously, acacia's really good. Spruce at least gives you 2. We do have a farm that can farm stuff. I think what we do is we do witch hazel. Right? You place now. Now place. Am I... Huh? It's online. Device online. Device online. Online. Device online. What am I... Huh? Does it need a block here? No. Why are you doing what you're doing? And by that I mean, why are you not doing what you're meant to be doing? Place the block. Am I crazy? Look, I probably am crazy. But I'll just make a placer. It's fine, guys. It's okay. You know, it's just like, really? Alright, we'll place a block placer. Yeah, sure. There. No, that doesn't work. It has to actually face where we want it. Boom. Cool. Because it's not the advanced one. We then want an exporter. Just a normal export bus. Pow, 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 pow. Cool. Cool. And we just want to tell it, hey, witch hazel. And then just place this. There we go. Woo! We got the stuff. All right, cool. Now, latex is getting taken out. Perfect. And it should be getting stored. I will speed this guy up. And then, look, ideally, I want to not do this. And I think I can avoid it. I think with a recipe, I could avoid it. Did I even put a recipe in the other thing? I'm trying to think. No, I didn't. Because we're not doing stuff yet. But because I don't want this to burn through all of our stuff. I kind of just want it to do it until. So I think for that... I think I put a redstone card in here. Right. And that gives me redstone controls. Like, currently it's always active. But then if I get a level emitter... ME level emitter. So we order a thing... We make some torches that apparently we don't have. And we get a level emitter. I think I place this and we tell it stuff. So for example, I could search latex, drag that in there, and I could say, hey, if we have 512 buckets, which is our system full, like our storage drawer full, emit redstone. And then I think I can tell this guy to be active without a signal. And so then once we have enough in the system, it should shut off. So if we search latex, we currently have 3 buckets. So if I changed this to 3, oh, I didn't mean to do that, but if I change this to 3 latex, it emits redstone. And so, oh, well, I guess, well, I guess he's still got a stack in him, but he doesn't put any more in, right? No, he does. Sir, active without signal. I guess that doesn't count as a signal to this guy. Really? Okay. So how do I do you then? I didn't want to break the whole thing, but sure. Boom. Boom. That didn't work at all. Okay. You get redstone card. You're active without a signal. Do I play... What? Place you there and place that there. And then say latex 3 buckets. So now it's on, which means now this guy doesn't get stuff? Correct. Okay, cool. Everyone on board? And so now I set this to the 512. So you just have to have it aiming at the block. Cool. Yeah, sure. That makes sense. Okay. Lovely. We like that. We enjoy that. Okay, so we now have both things in the system, meaning up here we have access to do all that fun stuff. So, for example, we want to automate this recipe, which will use plastic, netherite scrap, pink slime, diamond gear, blah, 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 blah. We definitely want this recipe for a diamond gear. So that's that. Oh, they're color-coded. Very nice. So like this is a processing recipe. This is a normal crafting pattern, like crafting recipe one. Oh, they changed crafting pattern, processing pattern. Yeah, they completely, that's really nice. That actually is so nice. We also want this, the simple machine frame. We also want those 2 things as well, but simple machine frame. This needs latex. We want to keep that in the recipe. Processing pattern. We want a PD machine frame. Just good old normal recipe. Yep, that's all fine. Gold gear. Also okay. Cool. We might want nether brick. Nether brick's an odd one because if we don't have any, I'll just chuck some in, right? And like that sort of covers us for honestly the foreseeable future. If I just open this and go like pow, 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 then we're set on nether bricks. Like I don't think that'll be an issue. So then we go U recipes in there. We go these recipes in here. Cool. And then what else do we need? So the laser base, we built this once. That's why I'm not worried about recipeing the entire thing. The laser drills we recipe multiple times, and we've already got it all done. So I will make that a pattern because we do want it. But it should now be doable. Before we continue though, our first investment should be speed add-ons. These things are really, really good. So we'll automate tier 1 because as you can see, that's doable. We'll automate glass panes. There we go. And what are we looking at for? I think it was sugar. Wait, to play, not a problem. All right, cool. Speed add-on. There are other add-ons we'll likely want, but at the moment we'll just see what we can get away with. So we'll have speed, we'll have sugar. Oh, wait, you can just make them directly. Oh, hold on. No, okay, so you can make this one directly, which we'll do instead. So in other words, this one we'll place in there and we'll just make the speed tier 2 right off the rip. That saves us time. Then for this one, we need an actual ancient debris. That's kind of annoying, to be honest. 3,000 pink slime and netherite gear. I mean, we can do it. Yeah, we can totally do it. So that goes there. I'll bookmark ancient debris in case there is a way to make it. Netherite gear, that can be done. Netherite, we'll make an actual recipe for that. I know there's probably cheaper ways to make it, but we, in theory, have infinite, so it shouldn't be a problem. Ancient debris, do we have a recipe? Pyrium ingot. That sounds cool. Actually, additions is very tempting. Because I don't think that's hard to do. Well, it's weight of 1, so I guess it's rare to do that. Which means that, yeah, it's probably not a thing. But, okay. Okay. Sure. The laser drill itself can make it if I chuck it in the nether. Okay, tempting. Otherwise, oh, this is probably what we'll do. So we'll do this recipe. Can I bookmark the recipe? There we go. That's what we'll do. We only need to do it once, I think. Well, maybe not once, but yeah. Cool. Yes, that's doable. Pyrium ingots. No recipe, so we won't be doing that. Cool. That all does feel achievable. So for starters, recipes. For follow-up, other recipes. And then once we do netherite tier, there is this tier, which is actually somehow easier because we have Skulk and Echo Shards fully automated. We, I believe, have XP juice in the system. We have XP fluid, not quote-unquote XP juice. How do you get quote-unquote XP juice? You get it from this. XP fluid. Interesting. Right-click to store. Okay. Is there a way to turn this into what we want? XP fluid. Ideally, we want to turn this into a bottle of enchanting. Right? That would be the perfect world. Or just turn it into actual XP. Oh, I'm very lispy at the moment. Oh, what's this? Wow. Okay, sure. Just try, is there anything that's gonna XP this thing? A bottler will make XP bottles. That's what we want. Okay, okay. How do you guys do it? Are you guys following? Are you guys caught on? Okay. Let's see what we can do here. So, in my world, I break that, I break this, I pick that, I place that. Cool, this guy doesn't need power or anything. We will make a recipe that says what to do. So the recipe will be... oh, actually, there wasn't many recipes here. So we want XP bottle. So we'll bookmark this. We'll paste this. We want to say XP fluid plus bottle gives bottle of enchanting. And then we'll just see if it does it, right? We'll just see if it can just do it. So we'll chuck that in there. We'll search bottle of enchanting. We've got some. Can I order 100? It says we can. And we can. We just simply can. Now, it doesn't auto pull. Is there a way to do that? Isn't it crazy that it doesn't just do that? Okay. Okay, so I just need to pipe it. I'm like, ah. Oh, I mean, well. Yeah, I think that's the easiest way to do it. I was thinking, like, what else can I do? That's just the easiest. Cool. That's going to make us a lot. Okay, so then, to turn this into XP fluid, we use literally anything. But we can just use an Enderio fluid tank. So we'll make that. We've probably got one, but that's okay. So then we'll place this down here. We'll break this. We'll grab a stair. That's not where that goes. But we'll pretend that's okay. But okay. Oh, that goes there. Okay, cool. You know, I probably could have just like stood here and done it and jumped. Yeah. All right, that gets broken. That replaces that. That goes there. Cool. So the next thing I need to do is get a recipe that says 1 XP bottle gives me bottle and that as a recipe. Then we chuck that in here. Cool. This guy's a little bit smarter in that I can push down, and so it'll just push everything back into the system. Okay, cool. So then, let's give it a test. It won't work straight away, and I guess I'll be able to show you how. Well, I need to flip this. This is showing me that it makes glass bottles. We want it to show us that it makes XP juice with a side of glass bottle. Now, before I continue here, can we confirm what's it for? It's for the add-on. That's me talking to myself, by the way. It's for the tier 4 add-on XP juice. Cool. I'm pretty sure it didn't cycle between fluids, so we're just assuming that's what it is. So we chuck that in there. Cool. We search XP. We click here. We say 1 bucket, please. That'll be 4 bottles. And I want to see what it does. Oh, wait, I need to say that it can push and pull, I think. Yeah, push and pull. And there we go. We have a bucket. Oh. Huh, hold on. The bucket instantly disappeared. I think the bucket went in here. No? Where do we think the bucket went? It's possible that the bottler ate it. Right? Because this guy can just get stuff. Oh, no, it's in here. Devices online, return inventory. Oh, there's nowhere to put it. Ah, that makes sense. All right, is this guy full now? He is. Okay. Damn. I could... How can I easily do this? What do you do? You're just an import bus with a bunch of stuff. Cool. I can grab out your stuff. I can pick you up and place you there and fill you with stuff. Cool. Then what we can do is grab dense cables, which we don't have. Boom. And we can start replacing this stuff. So if I break all of these and do that, then that's pretty good. So we're still using 8 channels, but on that side, which means on this side, well, what does it mean? Realistically, what does it mean? Can I make more controllers? How difficult are they? I just want to expand upwards. You know what I mean? Skystone blocks. Skystone. We have skystone dust. We have this. How do I make you into a block? Is it just crafting you? No, it's going to be smelting you, right? Yeah, cool. That we can do. Smelt. Cool. Controller. Pow. Let's get a few of you. So if I do this, the power required might increase. I don't know for sure, but it does that. Now, how does that help us? I hear you say. Well, I think we can put a floor on here. So if I were to grab a floor material, I kind of want it to be planks, to be honest with you. And if I just place these somewhere, so if it, let's just say for example that if I did this, let's just get stuff built. You know what I mean? Let's make stuff happen. We can determine whether they look good or whether they were smart at a later date. Let's just make it happen. I know there's tools I can use to make this a much more enjoyable experience. But let's say we do that. I can fix the walls up, but does this look okay? This room? I think it does. It has a nice high ceiling. So we can bring this up. And then it's, I guess, up to us on whether we continue with this wall or what we do, right? Because what I could honestly do is grab something else. How does spruce pair up with this? Because I could do this. And I'll be honest, I like it. I like it. I think it's unique. I think there's no one else with a house like it. We're going to pretend that it looks okay. And we're going to call it a beautiful building. There we go. yeah, you guys like this house. Alright, so now we have up here, and we can do this. And what? Well, I don't know. What does this mean for us? I think it means that if I go smart cable, I click this and I say, can I get 100? It says we can. I'll take it. Pow. Well, I like what we had before, which was, I guess, that there, and then this sort of through the middle. Like so. And then, like fluid draws on this. So fluid draw. Cool. I'd love to make a few, but that's okay. Go here. You will be a storage bus. You will be XP juice. Like so. You'll be priority a lot. There we go. We'll search void. Yep. We'll search add-on. We'll search upgrade. It's one of them. We'll chuck 3 in this one. Why not? Cool. And the void upgrade. Awesome. And this guy will store the stuff. Perfect. Wonderful. Okay, so now we have access to all of the stuff to do all of the things, except for that ancient debris. So for that one, it's this recipe here. We'll need basalt. We'll need netherite dust, which we can just make using this. It's so easy to do. All right, so we'll get like 24. That seems like a good number. Do we have basalt lying around? We do. Honestly, not a lot. Is there a sneaky... There's this guy. We'll probably end up doing something like that. Unless, oh, we do lava and blue ice. Okay, so look. Point being, we can do it. I'm not going to fuss about it. This recipe uses a combiner, which is not any of these. You know what? We'll make it into a machine. Ah, my shortcut's gone. That is a downside. Maybe I make this into a thingy. Was that English? No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. Combiner. So we want this guy, which is honestly not fun to make. Why? Why have they done this? Okay, hold on. How difficult? Oh, man. Do we just have ancient debris, maybe? Okay. All right. Okay. Everyone relax. Okay. This is fine. I have this guy. I have carbon. Cool. So let's get a metallurgic infuser. Let's just do it. Metallurgic infuser. I'm hoping we just need one of these guys. You go there. Awesome. Break you. Cool. You go there. Awesome. You guessed it. The thing that I refuse to automate for some reason. We need one of those. Power. Cool. Okay. How did we do this? We said 1 enriched iron gives you an ingot. 1 steel dust gives you... So we just say, do the thing, get the thing. So for example, what that means is that for what we need for a combiner, which is this and this, my recipe that I'll put in won't include the diamond. We'll just say, put in this, get that. And then for this guy, it's crafting recipe, done. Easy. That'll go in there. But for this guy, we need now to automate diamond, which we will do with enriched diamond because you get a lot more bang for your buck. Even though we have infinite, it's still, look, it's just the play. It is what it is. So we'll grab that recipe. So up here, we have the crusher, not what we want. I don't think we have an enricher down there. I think the enricher is all the way over here because we've left it there. And that's okay, I guess. All right, yeah, I'm not used to having a roof on this thing now. Either way, it's fine. So, nope. We've made an ugly labyrinth. Okay, so this guy gets this recipe. He gets one of these. He gets ideally an export bus that we don't have. That's not how you spell that. I was gonna say I almost wrote and then I just wrote it. Okay. What's wrong with me? Enriched diamond in there with a crafting card, which we also don't have automated for reasons unbeknownst to us. Cool. So we then go side config. We say that the chemicals will input from the back. No, we'll say extras input from the back. So then that should work. Ideally. There we go. I just had to craft some stuff. Cool. We will then say at the bottom that this is input and output with auto eject on. It has the recipe in there. We will now search for or we'll just click on combiner. We'll control click and we'll get given all that stuff. We will then go steel casing and craft it. And so now this machine will work. The stuff will happen. Things will happen. Now, what else does this mean? What's happening here? Oh, it's just, yeah. I thought it was broken. This means that we can probably start making upgrades because we've done some pretty good things here. So, by upgrades, I specifically mean mechanism ones, which are down here. So speed, energy. Do we have anything else? Not really. So speed upgrade is made out of structural glass, infused alloy, and osmium dust. Energy upgrade, similar thing, but with gold dust. Structural glass is made of steel and glass, which we have automated. Let's put this stuff away. I'll keep that on me. And osmium dust, we don't have automated. I don't know if the crush is automated, but we can do that. Or, yeah. Yeah. So, do we have gold dust? We don't have gold dust automated either. So, we'll do the same thing here. We'll just make 2 of those recipes. We'll hope that they let us do that. They probably won't. And by they probably won't, I mean we probably don't have it automated, but we can automate it. That all that stuff's fine. So let's check. We have a crushing factory. Not automated. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll just bring it with. Why not? Why not? And I'll tell you what, now that I'm thinking about it, and while we're up here, let's automate the induction cards. Because we're going to need another one. And I'm here this time. So we'll grab a recipe for that. We will grab a recipe for that. And we will grab a recipe for that. And that should be that automated. So I can then click on here and just say, can I get 20 of these just like sitting around? No, because we need charged redstone crystal blocks. Can I get 10? No. What? Charged redstone crystals. Okay. Charged redstone crystal block would be this recipe. Or this recipe. Or I guess more specifically this recipe. Which we can just do. Sure. There you go. Sure. How much power is that? It's doable. Look at that. That's totally doable. Alright, cool. So, that'll be done soon, and I should be able to just at least get 1, right? Get that cooking. But then let's also order the 20 that we want. And we'll let that do its other stuff too. Okay. So, we have crushing factory, which will go up here. Pow, pow. Pow, pow, pow. Cool. Oh, he's actually got some stuff on him. Good on ya. What am I doing? Brain no work. Induction card. Pow. Cool. Okay. So then he gets these recipes. We side config. We say, hey, the bottom is going to be input, output, auto eject, bada bing, bada boom. Ready to go. Auto sort on. Perfect. Dog is attempting to bork again. Brace yourselves. So now we can make the upgrades. Now, ideally we want 8, and ideally we want 8, at least to begin with. Speed upgrades done almost instantly. Energy upgrades slowed down by the crusher needing to crush. So I'll tell you what, that's where our first upgrades are going to go, into this guy to make him faster. That's going to be amazing. Okay, so we have these upgrades, we have these upgrades. They're still making them. Now, the energy upgrades make it more efficient. So, just for context here, can we not bork? Can we get a... Everyone stop borking? No, impossible. Why doesn't it tell me the efficiency? I think it needs to run. So, if I just grab, like, cobble, I think I can just chuck that in there. So, it's using 60 forge energy per tick. If I chuck in all of these energy upgrades, and we chuck in all of them... It is now using 4.8 forge energy per tick for the same speed. But if I chuck in all these speed upgrades, it's a lot faster, and we're now up to 960 forge energy per tick. Just for context, if I do that, we can't even run it because it uses so much power. It's using 10,000 forge energy per tick right now, with the only like 2 columns that it could use. So, yeah. Just, yeah. You definitely want the energy. Cool. So, that's all working now. I do still have this guy. What's he for? He's the tier 4 dissolution. There we go. Okay. So, what is the problem? What is stopping us from making a tier 4? Ancient debris. Okay, yeah. Okay. And that's just, we're waiting on this, which we now have. So, nothing is the answer to that question. So, pow. Very nice. You guessed it. Induction card. Cool. He's got power. We love to see it. This guy, input, output, auto eject on. And he now just needs the favorite recipe of the day, which is this one here. Cool. I will have to tell it to put the extras in this, but look, there's a chance it won't do it correctly, but we'll try. That should accept everything, maybe. And if I search ancient debris, will it do it? Missing basalt. Oh yeah, hold on. Put that in there. Ancient debris. It says it can, but it simply can't. Which is okay. It's okay. What we're going to do instead is we're going to remove that. And at the back, we're going to do input output. And at the top, we're going to do extra. Is this the way we're going to? It'll look a little ugly, but I think it's okay. So what will happen is we will get a barrel because they're nice to use. We'll place that. Items will go in here. We will then do item pipe. Now, there's a chance that just by configuring this correctly, actually this will just be input. These can be empty, and that will be just output. So the finished good goes down. There's a chance this will just know like, oh, basalt can't go in the top. And I think it is worth just trying that without filters. Cool. That works. Done. Finished. My work's done. Cool. So yeah, I mean, it's automated. So let's now go back to upgrades. How difficult would it be to get a stack of this? It tells me doable. How difficult would it be to get a stack of this? It tells me not doable. It's saying, hey man, we do not have the osmium you require. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, cool. So if we search add-on, now we should be able to order one of these. And allegedly we can. We won't just yet. Well, I will. I will. You can't stop me. So I'm going to order one. We can watch it take place. And we'll chuck it in this guy, right? That's like, maybe. This is a bit of a long episode, but it is what it is. So we've got that. I will actually have to tell this guy to push below to automate. There we go. So the tier 2 is now being upgraded using 3000 pink slime. And then this next upgrade's the easiest with the XP. So here we go. Come on. I can't wait. We'll try to make 2. We'll see if we have enough slime to make 2. Just to see how fast it is. A slime probably isn't the problem. It'll be the latex that'll be the problem, I imagine. Look at that. How long does this one take? 40 seconds! Yeah, okay. There probably is a benefit to making a bunch of low tier ones first. Just to make these next ones faster. And then you can just upgrade them. You know what I mean? You can swap them out. So we might do that for the rest. Unless this makes it really, really fast. We probably won't do that for we'll see. There really isn't a downside to doing it. It is, I guess, the point I'm making. I didn't expect this one to take like a minute. Which in the grand scheme of things isn't that bad. Alright. Dun dun dun. Okay, cool. So that's done. We have a tier 4 add-on. So I can just chuck this in. Very nice. And so then I would like 3 more of these, which we can order. It's pretty good. They're going to go right back in. Oh, I'm so excited to see how fast this all is. So all of these will go in here. Oh, wait. They can't. Huh? Okay, now here's what I will say before we continue. There are other add-ons. So we put in speed. There also is efficiency, which processing time is reduced. So one does faster. One says, okay, listen. Speed does it faster. The efficiency does it with less time. So for example, let's say it was doing 1 processing a second. If you put one of these upgrades in, it would say 1 processing every 0.9 of a second. Makes sense? Maybe a little bit, tiny bit. Okay, let's also just Alright, cool. And then there's what else is there? So that's efficiency. And then there's processing, which also does something. Okay. Let me go to the end tier, which is tier 4 for both of these. Efficiency and then processing tier 4. Bookmark. And then speed tier 4. Cool. Ideally, we want all of this. So I'll make recipes for them. We'll chuck them all in and then we'll see what we're left with. So they all seem pretty crazy. This guy needs This is all doable. It's actually so good that we automated all this stuff. This one is so doable. It's pathetically doable. It's so easy to do. Oh my god. The problem is just going to be the latex, I think. Now this guy's going to need a crafting table, which should be fine. We might just have to make some. But it should be fine. One of those, and then one of those. Cool. And then crafting table. We've got plenty. It's not a problem. Is there enough room in here? There is not. Okay. I'll chuck some in just so that I have space in my inventory. We'll search extended pattern provider and order one of those. Should not take long at all. I'm just trying to make my inventory a little bit less messy when we pull this in. Oh, so grab this, break this, make a little bit of a mess, place this. There we go. Oh, and then, oh, not in there. Oh my lord. And then in there. Okay, cool. And is that everything? It should be, I think. I guess we'll find out soon. So then we search add-on, and we want at least one of these. Oh, wow. Look at that. We do also want to say, don't push if there's a recipe in there, pretty much. So, like, if there's something in there, don't try to put something else in there, because you're just going to make things messy. You're going to fill it up with slime and then put the wrong ingredient. It's just going to be horrible. Look at how quick that was. Oh, this is so good. Okay. So this is about to be done. And so if my understanding is correct, it should now be 40% faster, maybe, possibly. So then we want tier 4 processing. Let's have a look. Pretty good. I think we'll notice it on the bigger recipes, I imagine. Oh, it's getting the XP maybe? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. And then it's like 4 seconds instead of being 40 seconds. That's pretty good. That's pretty decent. All right. So then we chuck in this upgrade, the times 5. So now, do we remember the speed upgrade? How long that took? Let's order another one and just witness it. Let's not do that because I don't think we can, yeah, why not? All right, power. Let's have a look. This should be ridiculous. It should be. In the perfect world, this is insane. I didn't even see the latex get made. You know what? Not as insane as I thought, to be quite frank with you. But I didn't see the latex at all, so I guess maybe it was. Can I put in a second tier 4? Maybe it's like... No. Oh. I do want to try. I know this is probably going to use all of our resources. This might just be today, to be fair. I might not, whatchamacallem. Did I end up leaving this up here? No, I set it up down there, didn't I? What was I going to say? This episode's probably just the tier upgrades. We'll set up the actual, the other stuff next episode. I think we'll just have to do it that way. So we set it up down here, right? So then what I probably want to do is just speed this up a bunch. Get a bunch of latex in the system. Should I just do the full blammo? I think I will do the full blammo, which is that. So now it's doing it insanely fast, as you can see. Oh, I can put... oh my god. Okay. Alright, let's order some stuff. Oh my god. And then yeah, we just need pink slime. Wow. Okay. So that's out of it now, and that's still the speed at which it's... Yeah, okay, we got plenty. Okay, so pink slime. Now, I've heard rumors that the time thingy doesn't work on hives. But I don't know for sure. Let's have a look. It looks like it does. It very much looks like it does. The question I have is, can I do a block upgrade? Can we afford that yet? We definitely could, is I guess my point. I think we could. This guy probably does need an upgrade. Just to allow me to do stuff like this. There you go. Alright, so that should be pink slime taken care of. I will check in on this guy, make sure he isn't overwhelmed. He kind of is a little bit. Like, look. Not a lot, but like enough where I'm kind of... who cares? I think he's good enough. We will need to upgrade that stuff, but it's fine for now, I guess. Okay. Are we good? I think we're good. So if we search tier 4, we have an extra efficiency, and I would like a processing now, please. And so to clarify, the efficiency will not go in. So we can't put a second efficiency in. And then we're hoping for a processing, which is that one right there. Right there. Right there. Oh, did I make 2 of the same thing? I thought I don't know what I did. But I need a processing. That was what was meant to happen. Okay. We definitely need fluid, like that stuff maintained in the system as well. So I will just do that up here. Oh, this request is not fancy. Requester. ME requester. Is there not a better one? Requester. Terminal loses configuration when broken settings can be copied with a memory card. Okay. But that's it. There's no... Okay, sure. I'm just surprised, I guess. Boom. Okay, one of you order that stuff. One of you into this. Cool. Into this. Pow. Oh. Pow. Requester. Awesome. Alright, how many channels being used? 5 of 8. So if I chuck this down, 6 of 8. Perfect. We will search XP juice. Chuck that in. Oh, chuck that in. Nope. We need to grab that from the system. So we'll order a bucket worth. Shouldn't take too long. Come on. And ta-da. Oh. What? Why? Bucket, please. Thank you. That works. Chuck that in there. Right click to set fluid. Amount to stock. There you go. I want to change it. I want to change this to be 512. Enter to submit. And so it'll just try to keep 512. So that'll run for a while, but the place up top should fill up. That looks out of place now. This one should at least get 512 in it, which is pretty good. Awesome. Okay. Well, we didn't make the lasers today. In saying that, I could totally make the lasers today. No, I'd need that stuff, I guess. But like, we can order. No, we don't have. Huh? Didn't I do gold gears? What was that about then? Laser base. Order this. Missing gold gear. It's using, one of these is using the wrong gold gear. You've got to be kidding me. What have I done to deserve this, huh? One of these recipes is not like the other. You use a gold gear. I'm going to blame you. Let's have a look. What? But it's right. It's the right gear. You're the right gear. I mean, it looks like the right gear. That doesn't use gold gear. We just checked out that. And we checked its gears. What am I? Does one of these use a gear? This uses gold gear. We'll check that, I guess. This uses gold ingots. Doesn't use gold gear. What? This uses the wrong gold gear. Okay. Did that work? Yes. Okay. Alright. Check your gears, guys. Make sure your gears are right. You don't want to lose gear. Alright, cool. Let's try this again. Laser. Laser. We can get most of that done, which is cool. The laser drills, I should be able to order like 10. And it should do it. Which is also very, very cool. This is pretty good. I'm quite happy. I'm surprised it's not faster, to be honest, to have it max tier. Like, it's pretty good. I genuinely am surprised it's not faster. But yeah, making laser drills. I mean, like, how do I not just play a little bit more and get this done? You know? It's quite tempting. All I need is ore. Is there a chance I just have ore on me? I have prosperity. Okay. Alright. I want to keep playing. I'll be honest with you. I just want to keep playing. We are going to go into the mine. Now, we want iron. We had iron automated, so that's not iron. So there should actually be a lot of iron in the mine, because at a certain point, we were just leaving it, because we don't need, like, we actually just don't need it. Or at least that's what's happening in my head. That's not iron. Wow. There's a lot of iron propaganda in these mines. Silver. Even silver looks irony. Wow. Do I have the iron texture pack where everything looks like iron? I think I must. It's actually faster to just run up here. Okay. Surely you're... No, silver. I feel dumb. Silver. Iron. There we go. I'll grab 2. Like 2 sets. So, ta-da! And then laser drill. Oh my god. Okay. 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 So what we want to do is I want to get my portal. And I would like to head to an ancient city, which I believe is what I need to do. So here we are. We are now in the deep dark. This is deep dark right here. I'm going to deep slate it out. And this is allegedly where we want to be. Now, to clarify, we want all the modium automated this episode. To get the ore, deep dark, laser drill, boom, boom, and then I should be able to place it under here as well. Boom. And then I guess I can just place another one here. So, this guy exists. Do I need lenses? Allegedly not. Allegedly I need just pickaxe. So, I chuck pickaxe in. The depth is currently set to -36. We want it to be like 10, apparently. Because if we look at this, it says between 2 and 20. We've got it set to 10. Now it needs stuff to happen. In order for stuff to happen, it needs power. I was going to do wireless charges. For example, but it costs stuff. But the problem is, the highest one will do 200 RF per tick, per block. We can place multiple, but they have like a range limit, obviously, 7x7. And the follow-up is that, like, if I put a tier 4 upgrade, I'm sure it's going to use more power, right? So I don't know if that's even the play. So I don't know what the play is. There's wireless access point, there's flux points. Flux points don't do like a wireless range. I think these are just what we want. The only other thing I can think of would be if Dyer has some sort of block that does this. And he might. We've got paradox machines, we've got generators, we've got an energy transmitter. This has to do it. It totally does. So let's go in here. We'll use up some more of our nebulous hearts to get some ender pearls. Energy transmitter. While we're in here, we'll grab our ender gate as well to give this guy some power. So like, I probably won't have enough upgrades to make this be necessary at the moment, but how does this work? If I chuck this in, if I do render area, and then if I just increase the radius as much as we can, what can we do? So for starters, we can do a 5x5x5, which is not this. This looks like a 10x10x10, I think. But more importantly, I don't have to have it here. I can actually just bring it like over here so that we have room for expansion. I can send it off in that direction, like so, and then increase the range. Oh, the range is already increased. And look at that. All of this should allegedly get power once this guy gets power. To do that, I am going to chuck this underneath. Oh, and look at it. And it sends power over. And they're all charged now. That's perfect. So they're all charged, they're all processing, they've connected, they're charging, bada bing, bada boom. What do we do now? We search add-on, we search tier 4, and we grab, ideally we want, again, one of each, but we kind of want 2 of each. So processing,
I definitely want another processing. And then I definitely want 2 speeds. Because we want to make sure that each of these, when we do upgrade them, have as much as they can. So if we can put 2 of something, we want to know that, I guess. In the meantime, this guy's doing his thing. We need to get items out of him. How do we do that? A few options, I think, maybe. One would be an entangled block. Quantum data entangler multiplies the total storage in a quantum computer. No, we don't want that. Entangled block we want, but this uses enderpearl blocks times 2, unobtainium ingots, and a quantum entangler porter. So, like, in other words, we're not doing that. It's just not happening. Is there a but? I'm not sure if there's a but where I go like, but I don't think that's happening. At Dyer, do we have an item grabby? A magic, I grab item from the distance. You know what I feel like? Not the paradox machine. I mean, like, maybe. Item collector won't do it. Or at least I don't think so. Oh, a modular router wheel. I was going to say... I don't know what I was going to say. I was going to say maybe I could do a swapper and take it out. You know, and then, like, move it into a spot where I can extract. But I think we do it with a modular router. And distributor upgrade. That should work. And then we'll do a pipe. Probably with a pipe upgrade. We don't need a pipe upgrade at the moment, but we probably will. And then a dim chest, which we can't make because we don't have ender pearls. I know. I know. Horrible time we live in. Boom. Dim chest, please. And thank you. Alrighty. So, first things first, shift right click to connect there, right click this, transfer into router. Perfect. We then place modular router here, chuck this in, take that stuff out, he pulls stuff in. Awesome. We place this guy, we break this guy, we place this guy, we wrench back, extract, done. Perfect. We give this guy speed upgrade, done. It is now perfect. This guy here, still doing his thing. Okay, so the time it takes, 3 seconds. You can put one of each thing in here. And it then goes, I'd say less than a second. Just my little guess here. As a result, this guy faster. To follow this up, we do a second one. This guy a lot faster. All the modium. We have none at the moment. I am going to click here and chunk load it. I might actually just do this whole thing just because I can. And there we go. Okay, next episode we'll probably have all the modium. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. Laser drill, I guess, is the theme of this episode. The lighting in here is absolutely horrendous. So the thumbnail is probably not going to be the greatest. It'll probably be that as the thumbnail. There's at least a decent chance that it's not. Nah, whatever. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. Sounds like you guys are. Thank you. Thank you as well for the very nice comments and messages and whatnot. I say messages, comments. They're very sweet. Even on all the videos, it's really nice. I don't get every notification, but I'll get one. And like it'll be something that I know how to answer, or it'll just be like a nice message. And I go back and like I'll reply to that and then just check some of the other comments on the older video from like years ago. And they're so sweet. Like I can't even I don't think I can take any credit for it because it's always been extremely nice comments, like literally from day one. And I think it just speaks volumes to the community. Like not my community, but like the community. Because I'm just here. You know what I mean? You guys were already here. I mean, I was already here. I was part of the community as well, of course. And I think it's awesome. I think the fact that it is just like modern Minecraft is just, it's all community. Like that's the whole thing is community. It's some guys like, hey, I'm gonna make a mod. He makes the mod and everyone else is just like, this is sick. and here we are. And it's really cool. And yeah, again, everyone is very, very nice. Now the chance to get stuff is low. Oh, hold on. Processing upgrades won't go in. Speed upgrades won't go in. Time reduction go in. Ooh, okay. Chuck you in there. Nope. Tier, we want time reduction. We want more of these. Possibly 4 more of these. Okay, possibly 3 more of these. Okay, 2 more of these. We actually just want 1 more to test it. That should be okay. We can yoink this one. The time reduction. Because the value that this guy will get from it is surely a lot more. Oh my lord. So what was it before? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. About 4. If I chuck this in, wait for it to process. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Miss. About 4 miss. That's my technical grading on it. Chuck in another. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4. I don't know how accurate I'm being, but, you know, it's happening. You know, stuff's happening. But yeah, cool. So we just need more pink slime. That'll happen in time. I could probably make it... Oh, we're rhyming now. I could probably make a block upgrade, and that'll help us get combs and stuff, or even just make more bees. But sweet. Hopefully we start getting some. Thank you for watching. Thank you to our donators and our channel members. Thank you to our tier 3 channel members, Melizzy, Final Phoenix 13, and Space Trooper John. And hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.